Who should make the first move? I don't know you, but I have always struggled with that question whenever I meet with a guy, but I don't know what to do. And so in this video, after 20 years of dating experience, I'm going to share with you my takeaway, and please take it with a grain of salt. My name is Koloina, and I am a dating mindset and self-improvement coach that helps singles become happy and at peace with their singleness in order to attract their ideal partnership. So subscribe to my channel for valuable tips. So first, I would like to share personal dating statistics. Since the age of 16, I have dated 9 guys, and all of them, without exception, have approached me. Now, I do not count the men who may have approached me and I have rejected them. There are a few of them. But I have also taken the initiative of approaching guys 3 times. And you know what happened? I have been rejected 100% of the time. It was 100% failure. And so I drew the conclusion that a relationship has greater chances of happening when it is the man who approaches the woman first. A guy should always make the first move. Now, we could go in detail of what really happened. So the first 2 guys, they rejected me because they were already in a relationship. They were unavailable, okay? So that makes sense. If you are already taken and if you are faithful, you wouldn't approach me. You wouldn't approach another girl, right? But I would argue that if they were really into me, they would be able to approach me and maybe even leave their current partner for me. When you really want it, you do it. You make the first move. And the third guy, I would say it was cultural, because you know there are certain countries where it is more appropriate that the man approaches the woman. And quickly what happened is that we are used to frequent the same place daily to walk. And 4 months pass, and he starts to notice me finally. When our gaze meet, I really see his gaze lighting up, like, oh, she's there today. And he observes me. And so 2 months later, I'm like, well, but nothing has happened yet. We stare at each other, but it has not made the first move yet. And so one day I decide to kill the silence and go talk to him. And what a bad idea it was. Because few seconds in the conversation, we barely talk, he decides to tilt his head away from the conversation and leave it without even a goodbye. How despising it was. Disrespectful. And so from those 3 examples, I would say that if a man doesn't approach you, high chances are he is already taken. But if he's single, it's because he's not into you enough, or maybe it is also for a cultural reason. So when a man really wants it, when he wants to know you really, he will move himself. My second thought about the psychology of who should make the first move. I was just talking about the cultural piece that influences dating, right? And it makes me think of traditional dating. How easier it was at that time because it was clearer. It was a no-brainer. Like, it was expected that the man would make the first move when the woman would just receive, okay? The man was first, right? He would take the initiative to approach the woman, ask for the phone number, invite her for dinner, pay for the drink. There was no second guessing. It was pain-free. And I love it because that clarity created quicker connections, whereas modern dating is marked by confusion that leads to procrastination and dating burnout. You can see how traditional dating was healthier. And so my question is, without saying that we should totally go back to traditional dating, shouldn't we get inspired by it? Like, couldn't we upgrade modern dating with a twist of traditional dating? Shouldn't the man be the one still who makes the first move? Now again, there are cultural differences here. In Western countries, of course, it's more acceptable that the woman approaches the man. But still, from personal experience, I see that the traditional mindset still prevails, okay? Subconsciously, men still think that they need to take responsibility and take care of the woman, of the relationship. And so they will still be the one who think that they should take the initiative, that they should make the first step. And so if you are a woman watching, I would say that behaving traditionally still is a safe bet. The third part in answering the question, who should make the first move? is about the psychology of dating. Know that who makes the first move, it sets the tone of the relationship. Who makes the first move sets the tone of the relationship. And it is the power of first impressions. You know how powerful they are. And it is the same here. Because there is a difference between a woman who approaches and a man. Because when she does that, she wants to look like she's not hitting on the guy. Because this is how I behave personally. I hate that the guy thinks that I am hitting on him. Because I am fearful of rejection. I try to protect my self-esteem. And so I will do my best to behave friendly, almost like a guy friend. Like, hey, my name is Koloina. How are you? What's your name? And what is a pity with that is that it kind of shifts the atmosphere. It drops the charm of dating. And I feel like it's harder to reverse than when it is the man who makes the first move. Because when he does that, if he is single, to me, he signals that he is available. That first, he is single, and that he could possibly be into you. I'm not saying that he's crazy about you, that he's excited about you yet, but in a quiet way, he leaves an open door for dating. Last but not least, the last part about the psychology of dating is confidence. And I love this one because I had that conversation lately with another girl. We discussed about that question, who should make the first move? And I told her, well, I acknowledged I approached those men by insecurity when she said that she would approach men by confidence to seize the opportunity. And I found it quite interesting because I approached those men by insecurity. Not because I don't know how to be alone, not because I deeply need to be with somebody, but because subconsciously, when I approach the guy, I think I am not good enough, that I need to make the first step. I am not good enough that he would make the first move. And so eventually I think that confidence in a man and in a woman look different. And I say this because you know that men and women are different in general. Biologically, physiologically, emotionally, like our brains are made different. And so it would make sense that we date differently. And so to me, a man's confidence lies into his courage to approach the girl, to chase her. When a woman's confidence lies in her ability to trust herself, that she is good enough, irresistible, that a man would be attracted to her. So a man's confidence is chasing, when a woman's confidence is letting the man chase her. A man's confidence is in taking action, when a woman's confidence is in letting the man take action, approach her. So in conclusion, who should make the first move? If you are a man watching, I beg you, this is my message for the masculine world, for modern men. Please develop the courage to approach women first. Make modern dating a no-brainer by taking your position. You are the one in charge of making the first move. So do it. And if you are a woman, you can test and try, approach men and see what happens. But personally, I am over being rejected. And so from now, I will act from a place of confidence that looks like I know that I am worthy of a man who chases me. I see you in the next video. Bye.